Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of human development psychology. We're going to break down the 8 stages of human development as defined by the one and only Erik Erikson. Relationships, self-esteem, finding your passion, all the good stuff. So, grab your thinking caps, or maybe just a comfy blanket and a snack. And let's get started on this journey of self-discovery. Alright, stage 1. Picture this. You're a tiny human, fresh out the womb, all wide-eyed and clueless. This stage is all about building that foundation of trust. Babies are learning whether they can rely on the world around them. Are their needs being met? Do they feel safe and loved? If so, they develop a sense of trust. But if their needs aren't met consistently, they might develop mistrust. And that can make it a little tougher to trust people later on. So parents and caregivers, you're the MVPs of this stage. Shower those little ones with love and responsiveness. You're building trust, one diaper change at a time. Next up, stage 2, early childhood. Remember those terrible twos everyone talks about? Yeah, this is that phase. Those tiny humans are finding their independence. Think no, and me do it, on repeat. This stage is all about autonomy versus shame and doubt. Little kids are learning to do things for themselves. Walking, talking, using the potty. Hopefully in the potty, but hey, accidents happen. The key here is to encourage their independence while providing a safe and supportive environment. Let them try things, even if they make a mess. Within reason, of course. So parents, take a deep breath and let go of that handlebar. Figuratively, of course, safety first. Let them explore, experiment, and learn. Stage 3, the play age. This is where the real fun begins. Remember playing pretend? Building forts out of blankets? This is where imagination runs wild. It's all about initiative versus guilt. Kids are taking charge, making plans, and testing boundaries. They're like little entrepreneurs, coming up with the most elaborate games and adventures. This is where they learn to assert power and control over their world, even if that world is just a cardboard box spaceship. But if their ideas are constantly shut down, or they're made to feel guilty for their curiosity, they might start to hesitate. They might be less likely to take initiative and pursue their ideas. So, let those imaginations soar. Encourage their creativity, even if it means turning your living room into a jungle gym. Okay, stage 4, school age. Time to trade those building blocks for textbooks. This stage is all about industry versus inferiority. Kids are entering a more structured environment, comparing themselves to their peers, and striving for competence. They're learning new skills, tackling challenges, and feeling that sense of pride that comes with accomplishment. But if they struggle to keep up or feel like they're not measuring up to their peers, they might start to feel inferior. It's important to focus on their effort and progress, not just the outcome. So let's encourage a growth mindset. Celebrate their efforts, help them learn from their mistakes, and remind them that everyone learns at their own pace. Hold on to your hats, folks. It's stage 5, adolescence. Cue the eye rolls and dramatic sighs. This stage is all about identity versus role confusion. Teens are figuring out who they are, what they believe in, and where they fit in the world. They're experimenting with different styles, interests, and friend groups, trying to find what feels right. This is a time of intense self-discovery, but it can also be a time of confusion and uncertainty. The best thing we can do is be supportive, listen without judgment, and provide guidance when asked. But most importantly, let them know that it's okay to not have all the answers. All right, stage 6, young adulthood. This is where things start to get really interesting. We're talking love, relationships, and the quest for connection. This stage is all about intimacy versus isolation. Young adults are building meaningful relationships, romantic and otherwise. They're learning to open up, be vulnerable, and share their lives with others. But if they struggle to form close bonds or fear rejection in intimacy, they might experience feelings of isolation. It's important to remember that everyone craves connection, even if they don't always show it. So let's encourage open communication, empathy, and the courage to be vulnerable. Because at the end of the day, we all want to feel seen, heard, and loved. 10. Stage 7, adulthood. We're officially all grown up. This stage is all about generativity versus stagnation. Adults are focused on making a contribution to the world, leaving their mark, and making a difference. They're finding fulfillment in their careers, families, and communities. But if they feel stuck in a rut, unfulfilled, or like they're not making a meaningful impact, they might experience feelings of stagnation. It's important to remember that it's never too late to find your passion or make a change. So let's encourage a sense of purpose, community involvement, and the courage to pursue our passions, no matter our age. 8. And finally, stage 8, old age. We made it. This stage is all about integrity versus despair. Older adults are reflecting on their lives, looking back on their accomplishments and experiences with a sense of satisfaction or regret. They're sharing their stories, passing down wisdom, and hopefully, enjoying the fruits of their labor. But if they're filled with regrets, missed opportunities, or a sense of unfulfillment, they might experience feelings of despair. It's important to remember that every life is a story worth telling, and it's never too late to find peace and acceptance. So let's encourage storytelling, intergenerational connections, and a celebration of life's journey, wrinkles and all. Well, there you have it, folks. The 8 stages of human development. From those first wobbly steps to those slightly less wobbly steps, it's quite a journey, isn't it? And remember, just like a good dance routine, it takes practice, patience, and a whole lot of grace along the way. And remember, no matter what stage of life you're in, you're doing great. Keep on dancing. See you next time.